Lesson 1's about organising your resources. We're just getting going here. iMovie is available on the Mac desktop, iPad and iPhone, and all versions work much the same way. However, I'd strongly recommend you start with the desktop version. You have your new book and you want to promote it, and making a movie style trailer is a good way to do that. A picture is worth 1,000 words, and a movie picture is best of all. So let's look at where you want to start. The first thing is to make sure you know your premise line. You know what your premise line is, don't you? I tell you all about it and how to create it in my lessons on writing. Well, maybe you've seen them, maybe you haven't. Your movie trailer theme is based on your story premise. You use your premise as the text in the movie trailer template. You can't make it up as you go along, or your trailer will bear no relationship to the book. For example, for my Dragons of Sarasara, I'm starting with the premise line. In an age ahead of time, two young people from very different walks of life find themselves thrown together in a battle to save the world from darkness. The Lord of Darkness is stirring and the forces of light are awakened. The two are inextricably linked when they forge a pact to fight together for the good of all. Well, it's not the best, but you get the idea. For the trailer, it will be slightly embellished as you attempt to tell the story even more briefly. For example, these will be separate sentences. Two friends have awoken the Dark Lord and will face an epic battle together in a world that the Dark Lord once ruled. Their quest begins. The Dark Lord remains trapped in Sarasara. Antonin and Katharina must battle the followers of the Dark Lord. Antonin will dare to assume the crown. The awakening of the Dark Lord has begun. You can pause here and prepare your premise line if you like. Maybe you already have it. So you need to be aware that the templates on the iPad and the desktop are slightly different if you decide to use them. There are some on the iPad that are not on the desktop, and vice versa. For these lessons we'll be using the desktop. The process is virtually the same though. Let's move to the next step, actually starting iMovie. I know, you've done that already. You can't wait. Well, that's all right too.